Another high-profile case we're following, a resentencing hearing for the Menendez brothers. Erik and Lyle Menendez have served nearly 30 years in prison for murdering their parents. CBS News correspondent Carter Evans joins us live from Los Angeles. So, Carter, what did we learn in court today?
Well, today we heard a lot from the defense, and the defense is calling witnesses basically family members of Kitty and Jose, and both the Menendez brothers as well. It's interesting because they are victims of this crime because their relatives were murdered, but they are the ones advocating for the brothers' release right now. So we're hearing from them on the stand. We're hearing about their communications with the brothers over the years while they are in prison. And we're also hearing them talk about things that the brothers have done while they're in prison. A green space initiative that Erik had initiated, and to try and get more green space at prisons, not just his, but also around the country. Also a hospice initiative to deal with the aging prison population. So that's what we're hearing today. The prosecution is getting a chance to cross-examine these witnesses, but I expect this will continue for the rest of the day, and then tomorrow we'll hear from prosecutors.
How could the California Board of Parole's risk assessment about the Menendez brothers actually impact this case right now?
Well, it's interesting, and I think we got a preview the week before when the judge responded to it. But basically what we know about what the risk assessment shows is that the brothers were interviewed by two forensic psychologists separately, and both of them in both cases found that the brothers still had a tendency to lie to cover up some of their indiscretions, and also look at them as say, victimless crimes. And specifically what I'm talking about is having smuggled cell phones in prison as recently as this year. And the prosecution says, look, if there were ever a time that you were going to be on the straight and narrow and be perfect with your behavior, this would be it. And what does that demonstrate? The fact that they're still kind of skirting the rules and making excuses for it. He says that they're not really willing to accept the crimes and violations that they have committed. So that is the stance that he's taking. But again, it may not come into play, because what the judge said today is there is a presumption of resentencing entering into this hearing, basically meaning that they have to prove, the prosecution that is that the brothers would commit some sort of significant violent crime, like another murder, manslaughter, or perhaps rape, or a variety of other sexual crimes. There was a list of them, in fact, and those are the only ones that they are focusing on. They're not talking about things like smuggling cell phones into prison.
Very good point. All right, Carter Evans. Carter, thank you.